guys, welcome. This is the special event BSL versus China, and we will be starting with the match between Zziky and Zhanhun. So at the beginning I need to say huge thanks to Mr. Uncle Toss for helping me set up and helping me with plenty of things. Like basically he's the master over here. So huge thanks, and it's a huge pleasure to be able to cast this this event for you guys. Yes, it's live. It's live, not from replays. Welcome. So, the match between Zhanhun and Zziky, as you can see, both of those players are super Gosu. Zziky is one of the best European Protoss players, Zerg players, and Zhanhun is one of the best Chinese Protoss players. I think him and Pretty Girl are the most dominant Protoss players. In China. I don't know what's the turn rate, but they've been testing it and it's pretty good. It's pretty good, I think. Hello, Mr. Mazu. Sorry for not talking for a while, but it started very quickly and I need to... Okay, Mr. Zziky is very aggressive as he used to be very often, so I'm very happy that he's showing us this aggression in this interesting show match. That's definitely hard opponent for him. There is some lag. I have the... Yeah, there might be some lag because I'm having the... This is being transmitted to me from the Chinese casters with the help of Mr. Uncle Bobo, because like if I would be in the game, then it would cause a lot of lag. But Mr. Zziky is applying a lot of pressure with those links, and I really like that because... And he's catching 1 zealots right now, so that's very powerful from his side. 450 APM, so he's trying hard. Okay, so he caught another probe. At the same time he's expanding, he's starting mining gas, he's having 150 gas. He just started link speed, if I'm correct, because he used around 100 minerals. There is some lag actually, unfortunately. Let's hope it's going to stabilize. I think it's possible to watch it, so that's not a big problem. I think Zziky decided, okay, I don't want to lose those links because I need them to protect my economy from harassment. I rather spend more my larvas on drones than spend them on minerals, and then spending on links. So by saving those 4 links, he can build 2 additional drones. Actually, the resolution shouldn't matter over here. I think it's just the fact that it's being transmitted from China and like, it's actually being transmitted to USA and from USA to me, so it's pretty complicated. But that is with the huge help of good people. Okay, Mr. Zziky is losing the drone, very nicely done by Mr. Zhanhun, and he's applying a lot of pressure. Nice position of the zealots. He's making this game very messy, and I'm not sure if Zziky is following that. There are 2 zealots. The speed for the links is there, but the drones, he's starting to losing the drones. In the mine base, there will be 3 zealots soon. But Zziky already has a layer. Mr. Titi, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Nice to have you here. I'm assuming you are from the Chinese stream. Okay, so Mr. Zhanhun is already having a Stargate and building a Citadel of Adun. Some props has been built, so he already has very healthy economy. And yeah, I really like the position he is in right now. But I think Ziki handled this pressure relatively well, and I think he did it. He did a good job holding that on. This is best of 5, guys. After that, we're going to have Yeti versus Dawid and Bonnie versus Mihu. So 3 best of 5s today. So this is a special event. It's sponsored by Mr. Uncle Toss. And he's also helping with organizing this. So if it will work and if we will gather some fans, so maybe we will sponsor that next edition of this. We will be able to make it a regular event. So let's see if you guys will like that. And because I'm very hyped for this and I can watch it for my own pleasure. That's very nice. Welcome guys. Thank you for the follow, Mr. Rabbit Hole King and Mr. Harold. I will give you the link to the stream of Mr. Sanpao, who is casting in Chinese. If you want to watch his stream, he's the biggest Chinese streamer. Let me just look for it. Okay. So it's here, guys. If you want to watch, this is the Chinese stream. Saludos, Mr. CCCL. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I know this is not very regular time, and of course, after that, today evening we will going to have a normal, regular BSL cast. And Ziki is fighting with those zealots, and I think this is a very good trade for him, especially because he's like killing all the zealots almost for free, for losing only links. So it's very beneficial for our Hungarian Zerg, especially that like. As Bonnie is very frequently saying that zealots are the best counter to mute us, but they need to be on the field. Oh, such a nice micro from Zhanhun. I really like that. And yeah, the zealots are there. 3 of them are almost dead, but Ziki have no defense in the natural, no defense in the third base. I think, let's see if there is a sunken over there, but it looks like the pressure from Zhanhun is really great. There will be one sunken from Ziki, so it's actually pretty good that he's having this sunken because it will buy him some additional time for those mutas to arrive. As you can see, there is no blood in the Chinese version of StarCraft, so there is like the sunken is bleeding with and exploding with the, I don't know, fecalias. I don't know if that's the word, but yeah, it's brown, dark stuff. One drone is killing one zealot is killing the drones, and this is such a big mistake from Ziki because he lost 3 drones. He might lose even 4 drones with 1 zealot. This is such a huge damage dealt to the Hungarian Protoss, to the BSL team member. Okay, so Ziki will probably want to apply some additional pressure with those mutas. There are some connection issues. Yeah, that was I was afraid of, that it might happen. Okay, I need to do it one more time, sorry guys. Okay. No prepare for battle. Okay, we are having the audio. Okay, so what's going on? Ziki is having 15 supply and Ziki has 76, so it's actually pretty big advantage for the Chinese Protoss. Let's look at the army composition because there are pure zealots as I can see, but I think I've seen some Hydras over there. And Ziki has pretty healthy economy, but the supply advantage for the Chinese Protoss is very significant and really you can say that he already has some advantage. Mr. Grass, thank you. Welcome. Come on, Ziki, represent BSL. Nice defense of the Overlord, but as you can see, the advantage for Zhanhun is getting bigger and bigger. It's 125 to 77 supply for now, so it's actually pretty significant. Let's see when the lurkers will arrive from our Hungarian Zerg. And I'm not sure if I can say that, but I think Ziki for now is definitely the best Zerg in Europe, right? Because True Touch and Eon Zerg are not active, and there are not many Zergs that can compete with Ziki. Even the American Zergs, they have plenty of Super Gosu Zergs like Hawk, like Crossy, like Striker, like TT1, Michael, and many others. But I think Ziki is not behind in any matter compared to those Zergs. So it's definitely very good player. So let's not cross him yet because it's he still has a shot. Definitely, but it's 100 to 150 supply. The supply from the Protoss is just so powerful. Yeah, of course, Yulia. Yeah, there is the second tier of Zergs, like European Zergs, like Ptak, October Zerg, Julia. And those guys are extremely good, but I think that Ziggy is on another level compared to them. Okay. Is Technics still playing? Hello, Mr. Rabbit Holkey. Welcome guys. Mr. Harold and everyone new who followed the stream, Mr. LJCCCCL. Okay, so they're fighting. Coming back, it's 100 to 156 supply. It's really hard for me to say what are the upgrades right now. I think it should be around 1-1 for the Protoss and 1-0 for Ziki. Ziki already has some lurkers. You can see that there are some problems with capturing this twin, but I think it should get better soon. Maybe it will stabilize somehow. Oh, it's the worst moment. Yeah, it's lagging because I'm not opting the game. I'm having this send from China. And very good engagement for the Chinese Protoss. We can see that, like, fortunately for Ziki, there is no third base for the Protoss, so if he will stabilize, it should be pretty good for Ziki. But he's already sending probes to the third base, so if he will start mining from this third gas, it will be very powerful. It will be very powerful for the Chinese Protoss, but Ziki is already stabilizing his fourth base, and the question is if he will have enough time to build up the number of units which will allow him to to gain this advantage from those 4 bases, because it looks like the Protoss is already getting ready to attack. Maybe he was afraid of some kind of counterattack because there are no cannons in his first base. So maybe he will wait for those cannons to be built up. But yeah, Ziki is doing as good job as he can. I really like the fact that he already has this 4th base. I think you need to play greedy against Protosses who are on that level. Like, the greed is the best thing you can do, and it would be very, very satisfying for Ziki if Zhanhun would attack on this location in this position. Sniping the observer, but there are 3 more, and Zhanhun is getting ready to bust this place. As you can see, Ziki is trying to snipe 2 more observers, 1 more left, very many lurkers, and he's doing a good job. He's buying a lot of time with those schedule risks. He's dealing a lot of damage, so that's definitely good for Zeke because he's already mining from 4 bases. I don't know what are the upgrades actually. Mr. Hero Paul, probably maybe it would be better to watch from replays, but we are testing it, and if it will not work this time, next time we will just do it from replays. It's like, yeah, it's a new thing. We are still learning how to do it. We used to try to do those kind of show matches in 2018, 2019. It didn't work because of the lag. Now the Chinese guys figured out how we can do it, and fortunately the players can play, which is the most important thing. So for future, the only thing we can do is just to choose the option how we will make a transmission out of that. So that's why it's like, yeah, I'm doing it this way because of the player comfort. I'm not in the game. I'm not opsing this game. I'm just having the stream being sent by the Chinese casters to me. So if I would be in the game, there would be probably much more lag. That's why there is some kind of issues and lag. As you can see, there are some lost frames. It's a long distance and the Chinese wall. The turn rate when we were testing was turn rate 20 extra high, something like that. Okay, so it's 183 to 135 supply for Zhanhun, but I think Ziki is stabilizing. I would like to see the main base, maybe to see what are the upgrades. And Ziki is already attacking. That's very, very ballsy, I would say, and I don't say I like it. I think I don't, but maybe it was just the move just to buy some additional time to distract his opponent, to allow himself to make a better upgrades, maybe go for the high and some other things. So the best Chinese player is probably Miku, but he is the best in Terran versus Protoss. That's what I heard. Okay, sorry guys. I know it's not very, it's not too much pleasure to watch something like that, but yeah, I can't do anything about it. That's a very powerful attack from Zhanhun, and he's already trying to take 6 o'clock. He's already trying to take 6 o'clock base, and it's very important for Zeke to defend this location and to not allow Zhanhun to take the 6 o'clock base. There is so many units from the Chinese Protoss. I really like the Swarm from Zeke. 2-2 upgrades against 2-1, so not that bad upgrades from the Hungarian Zerg. But unfortunately he's losing this base, and the army from Protoss looks pretty pretty powerful. This army looks pretty powerful. The storms are very good. Ziggy is sending more and more units, but I think there are some storms left. The links under the swarm should be able to kill few dragoons, but overall this trade is rather beneficial for the Chinese Protoss, and Ziggy is tapping out. Okay, 1-0 for Zhanhun. Let's hope it will work. Mr. Uncle Toss is doing a really good job of helping me, and let's hope this, after changing some settings, it will work better. If not, then guys, I can guarantee to you that today evening BSL will work better, but I think it's still pretty fantastic that we are able to watch those matches and see those matches. If it will not work, then for future maybe we'll watch it from replays. But for now it looks pretty smoothly. Mr. Zan, oh, you don't hear the game, right? Now you can hear it, right? Mr. Solario, welcome. The schedule is for BSL Bombastic Starleague. This is the international tournament which involves the best tournaments from all over the world outside Korea. So yeah. So this is what we this is what the schedule is for. Hello, Mr. Delm. Welcome from Bolivia. Thank you. You have very Gosu Super Gosu caster, Mr. Oli Patrick from Bolivia. Oh, the Overlord from Ziki died. That's so bad. Mr. Singler, because there are some there would be the voice of the cast, so you wouldn't be able to hear the StarCraft if I would mute that. So it's mostly the reason of, and there are some subtitles which are coming around the stream in Chinese. There is like there are many things. Like there is this girl sitting all the time, and yeah, it can be used. That's also the option. But if I would have to use it, I would prefer to cast from replays, because I feel like the game sound is adding additional experience, and it's pretty important to have it. Yeah, if it will continue to be like this, then we will maybe change the setup one more time. If it will not work, then I will just simply switch to capturing the stream of sun power. But for now it works good. I think it's getting stuck at the moment where there is some action going on. Ziki is trying to hold on. Let's remember that he lost his first Overlord, so it's pretty powerful. For the Protoss. It's very efficient trade for the Chinese Protoss, and he forced many links from Ziki, so I believe the Zhanhun is rather satisfied with the position he is in. There is already a Corsair, and the Zealot is chasing the drone, so Ziki can't mine from the third base. I'm wondering what's the Spire timing. Oh, it's so far away from... So I think Ziki might lose like 2 Overloads or something like that. Yeah, we will figure it out, guys. This is the first event, so if you will like that. Actually, with this experience, you might not like it, but yeah, if you will like it, and we will gather the funds to sponsor those matches, then we will do it. So 3 Corsairs already, and I'm not sure if Ziki already has Scourges. So this supply block will be so painful for our player. I'm not sure if he didn't click to build the Scourges. I think... Okay, so he built the Scourges, but I think he might be forced to maybe make a Spore. I don't know how many Overlords is he building and how many... Oh, there is already a River drop in the main base, so I think Zhanhun is just outplaying... No, it's not River drop, it's Zealot drop. But he's outplaying Ziki very nicely. That's so powerful play from the Protoss. It's so incredible how much advantage he can gain through these small things at the beginning. Oh, Karolinka. Okay, so... Oh, he attacked all the Scourges with one Corsair with all the Scourges. So Dead Spire and many lost drones. This is such a powerful play from the Zhanhun, and the Sunken will actually help with the River. Karolinka, to ja poproszę Szormę. Szybka decyzja. Okay, sorry, Karolcia is asking me what I want for dinner. She's cooking today, so she's ordering. That's so funny. My beautiful wife, I would like to introduce her for you. She is a group drawer of BSL for 13 seasons. Very experienced group drawer. Okay, so actually not having Spire and fighting against Corsairs and River is very powerful, because this speed River will be so annoying. Tak, poproszę frytki. So Ziki is trying hard to leave this game, but there is no ground units. Like, this is a thing, these are the first Hydras. That's very good for him that those Hydras survived, so maybe he will be able to push back this. Oh, but all the Overlords are dying from Ziki, so Zhanhun is playing some excellent game. This is so powerful from his side. Five supply! This is 45 GG from Ziki. Such a powerful beginning, wow! Are you guys prepared? Okay. So Zhanhun in the bottom right position, Ziki in the top left position. Cross positions might mean that you will be able to go for the 12 hatch and escape with it without losing drones against gateway first, but it also might mean that Protoss will go for the Nexus Forge and Cannon and will be able to escape against Overpull. So it might work well for both sides. It depends how you will look at it. Mr. Swami from Australia, if I'm correct. Welcome, welcome. Guys, remember that today 6:30 p.m. so it's in 4.5 hours we will going to have BSL season 13 group D Super Gosu group with amazing players. So very powerful group. Ziki, Oya, Striker, and Gosu Dark today. Thank you, Mr. Swami. I'm really appreciating nice words. Oh, Mr. Esk, I am the caster. So caster is Zero East Heads Aster. Gamble. Okay, let's do gamble. Start prediction. Who will win? Ziki? Okay, guys, I will give you 1 minute because it's already during the game. The Mr. Zero, exactly, excuse me. Yes, I'm pronouncing my own name badly. Okay, this is what's happening. So, Mr. Ziki, Super Gosu Zerg from Hungary, is playing at 12 hatch, and Zhanhun is playing a gateway first, which cross position should help the Ziki in this position. And he will scout with the drone. As you can see, there is a drone over here, which is scouting that the gateway first opening is on the Protoss side of the map. The observer is Coach Zhu. This is a Chinese guy. So I'm not observing this game. I have a full pleasure of just watching and opsing it for you and casting it for you, and it's so much more entertaining. I really like that. Like I could work like this. I don't need to focus on opsing. Like, of course, I have some kind of bad habits. Like, I would like something to be shown and it's not shown, so I'm missing it. But beside that, I'm very happy. Okay, so Ziki. I don't know how many minerals there are in each mineral in each base. It looks like it's 7 in the mineral only. Okay, the probe died, and Zhanhun kept one of his zealots on 12 o'clock. So it's designed to counterattack when Ziki will move out. So let's see if Ziki will keep those 4 links which are in the middle of the map at home, but he's not doing that. And I think when Zhanhun will see that Ziki is already moving out. Oh, you should tell me that, guys, that there is no game sound. There should be right now, right? So I think Ziki, right now is attacking, and 12 o'clock Zealot, look at that. It should move right now. So that's the moment to probably move the Zealot. Maybe Zhanhun is afraid that he will lose, because this pressure from Ziki is actually pretty nice, but the cannon will finish at the right time, and 12 o'clock Zealot already moved, as you can see the screen from our Protoss player has moved over there. So that's very nice, very powerful move. Ziki feels like he already controls everything, but nope, that's not the case. And this one Zealot will give so much information for our Protoss player. I don't even know how many drones it can kill. Ziki is going for counter-attack, but the probe block is so powerful. Very nicely done by Zhanhun. He blocked like 5 links, and I think there is like 4 in the main base. The Zealot, because of this disruption, Zealot in the main base of Ziki is not doing anything. So this will be the battle of the APM, and Ziki is not... Okay, he actually has enough Zealots There's enough Zerglings to hold it on, and Ziki is one of the players who has the best multitasking in the entire world, so if someone would be able to control links into positions perfectly, I think it's Ziki. And yeah, he's like, I'm just wondering if please cheer for Fancy Holden in Chopo League round of 16. Mr. Fancy Holden, welcome, but please don't spoil the result. Where are you already? Yeah, the caster curse. Okay, but killing those links is actually great for Ziki, because it's those were like 5 zealots already died, and those are 5 less zealots with the +1 weapon, which will attack at the moment when Mutas will arrive, and I'm assuming that Ziki will want to go for the Mutas build. But the thing is that double Stargate for Zhanhun is pretty good opening, and if you will not scout that, it's very easy to fall into this trap, because it's hard to say how many Corsairs there are in the group. They might be 5, they might be 9, and all of them are killing units relatively quickly, so I think it's pretty hard for Zerg to judge. Okay, another nice run by Ziki. So he is applying pressure, and he will scout this double Stargate, which is great for him. So now, oh, maybe did he scout it? Oh, show it to me! I think he should see that, right? But those... Hatsumi, comes! Oh my god, brown explosion! Oh, this is such a powerful attack. And Zhanhun is doing really nice job by applying pressure. Ziki is building enough links, I think, to hold it on. Let's just hope that he scouted this. Yeah, let's just hope that he scouted this mineral, this double Stargate. Okay, so he's mining from second gas, which don't necessarily has to indicate the mass. Excuse me. It doesn't necessarily have to mean mass mutas or fast mutas. It might indicate the regular build, because he's having mineral only over here. Then he will not have a third gas very early, so he wants to. Okay, he's confirming this. Let's hope he's confirming the second Stargate. Like, I still don't know. Like, as you can see, it's really hard to say how many Corsairs there are. It might be 224 extra high, so the lag shouldn't be an issue. Yes, because there is this special bust. Oh, but Ziki is not aware, probably. I don't know, the caster didn't show, but server didn't show, but I think Ziki didn't realize that this is double Stargate. And all the overlords will going to die again. So Zhanhun is very powerful with his overlord killing control, I would say. But let's not cross Ziki. Ziki is super powerful player, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that he didn't see this second Stargate. So I think he wouldn't go for Mutas if he would see that, because what's the reason to do it? Yeah. Yeah, the blood is black because it's Chinese version of the game. So I really like this counter attack, because actually I think Zhanhun has to come back with the Corsairs to defend. Like, he's holding the Corsairs on top of the hatcheries to kill the overlords, and by that move I think Ziki is buying himself a lot of time, and he's killing some procs. So I really like this move. That's he outplayed him by this move, and that's where I said what I meant by saying that you shouldn't cross Ziki yet, because he's very powerful. And as you can see, he's buying some additional time with those mutas. So he will be able to maybe produce some Corsairs, maybe Spore, maybe Scourges, and this one Muta will be annoying. Maybe he will kill one additional drop. There is +1 car base, so Ziki was planning to go for those Mutas earlier, as you can see. He's taking 4th base already. Zhanhun is moving out with some additional 8 Zealots. I think +1 weapon should be done by now. Some additional Mutas. I'm shocked that Ziki is going for those Mutas, especially on 2 Extractors, because on 3 Extractors you can outproduce Protoss, but on 2 Extractors it's rather hard to fight against double Stargate. Like, it's not too many Corsairs yet, so maybe that's what Ziki is expecting. That is going to be not enough Corsairs, because sometimes Protoss is relying on the fact that he built double Stargates, so he expects that Zerg will not want to go for the air. But as you can see, Ziki is already preparing himself to mine for from the 3rd gas, so maybe he will actually want to have the mass Muta battle. That's a very interesting approach, and I need to say that it makes some sense. Very nicely done by Ziki. And he's killing the Corsairs plus killing the Zealot, securing his 4th base. This Sunken should be able to clear this one Zealot which is chasing this one drone. I'm wondering how many Corsairs are left, because not all of them are being selected, but I think it's like around 6. One died, as you can see, so that's good for Ziki. And Zhanhun is very nice with his control. Very good control by the Chinese Protoss, and he's building an Archon right now. He's scouting with the Zealots, but the situation for Ziki, I think, is relatively good right now. He's adding the 7th hatchery. His drone number is relatively good. Yeah, that's really nice. That's nice position for Ziki after this very hardcore beginning. It's not that bad for him. The only thing I'm afraid of is that it's going to be relatively hard to fight against Corsairs plus Archon. But it looks like he's doing well so far. He's already having plenty of Sunkens, so I think with the Ziki knowledge and Ziki skill, he will be able to target fire. Yeah, he should be able to target fire this Archon with the Sunkens, and then just kill the Mutas with the Scourges, Corsairs with the Scourges, and Mutas will kill the Zealots. So that's definitely base which you can't attack as a Protoss. And we can see that Zhanhun is the player who don't like to rush into the 3rd base too much. At least it looks this way. So he's already playing. He's still playing on 2 bases. He's escaping with those high templars. If Ziki would catch those high templars, that would be amazing for him. That's very powerful. That's very important for Ziki to not lose those Mutas to those Corsairs, and he needs to be careful. He's splitting. Okay, the split was good enough to escape with all of the Mutas. And how long until the Lurkers? Because now it will be pretty powerful attack with plenty of Zealots and Storms, and when the Hydras are hiding behind the Sunkens, then it's relatively easy to storm them. So it might be powerful attack from the Protoss, and I think this is what Zhanhun is relying on, and he is expecting. Oh, but the Mutas will die right now, and look at the supplies from Ziki. It's 146 to 103, so Zhanhun is very powerful macro player. 11 Corsairs already, so you need to remember this is a 20 supply which is not fighting. I mean, it's fighting, but it's not fighting the actual game-winning army. It's fighting the delay army, the delay game, and there will be Overlord over here, so Dark Templars will not be able to do anything. I'm wondering how long until the Lurkers, because those are very badly needed for our Hungarian Zerg. And more pressure has been applied by those Hydras, by those Corsairs. Some additional Storms, they might be sniped. Okay, he didn't snipe this one. He's trying to snipe them. The attack from the Chinese Protoss is pretty powerful, but I think there should be enough Hydras for Ziki to hold it. He's microing like a god, very nice flank. So he zoned up the army of the of the Chinese Protoss, and he is already the Hungarian Zerg is fighting for his life. It's 4 bases versus 2 bases, so we need to remember, if he will defend this push, he will be in very advantageous position, because it's very hard to come back from the position like that. But we need to be careful. He needs to be careful. Like right now, he's not mining from his 4th base. So okay, so he's transferring drones already. 94 to 93 supply. So Ziki is fighting back. He's showing his strength. He is representing BSL like a god. Nicely done. Yeah, Mr. Masucci, the storms were not perfect, but it's because the army of Zerg was split very nicely, and I really like the fact that Ziki is already countering, or trying to counter the... How many shots? 2 shots? 1? Okay, so there is 1-1, so 0 carpace for the links. 1-1, and there should be probably +2 for the weapon for the Hydras, so I think Zhanhun is delayed with +2 armor, because nowadays Protosses are playing +2 armor, and Ziki is applying more and more pressure. I'm wondering how many Corsairs are left. We need to remember that probably, like, if there is like 10 Corsairs left, the 20 supply is in the Corsairs, there will be 2 good storms. The nice storm by Ziki, second storm was good, very good zoning of those Hydras, but there is more and more Hydras coming on, and Ziki is doing the thing which he needs, which is stopping Zhanhun from taking 3rd base, and he's doing extremely good job. It looks like those Hydras are having +2 weapon upgrade because they are doing so much damage, and Ziki is leaning in for the first point, for the BSL team against China, for the first win. That's definitely very important win to gain some confidence. Oh. Okay guys, I have some special tactics for you. This is the first person view of Mr. Ziki. So we are having this as well during this game. That's really nice, thanks to Mr. Ziki. And we will going to have those kind of first person views in the BSL during today evening as well. So I'm very happy and I'm really hyped. Let's see, this is a fighting spirit. A relatively good map for Protoss versus Zerg, maybe. Oh. Did you miss the prediction thing? I just missed that. It's there, guys. Thank you for the follows, guys. I'm appreciating the follows. Follow because you will get notification when the next BSL event will start. And today, in 4 hours exactly, we are starting the BSL Pro League $5,500 tournament, Group D, between Super Gosu players, Mr. Ziki, Oya Striker, and Gosu Dark. So it's definitely worth to watch it. Okay, the Forge first opening, and I think it's actually pretty good for the Zeke is showing some great micro with the drone. It's pretty good for the Protoss if you are going for Forge first against Overpool, because he should be able to build Nexus before the cannons. And I'm wondering how many links did Ziki build. It looks like it's 6, and it's going to maybe force cannons before the Nexus. Actually pretty hard. Oh, two cannons, but oh, remember guys, in this game, in the previous game, I think Zeke lost an overload, so he needs to be careful during this game as well. Mr. Fancy Holden is betting on Mr. Zhanhun, but we can see that the predictions are very close nowadays. And after the previous game, that Ziki showed to us that he is capable of winning against the Chinese. Oh, and he lost a probe. This is so powerful. And I think the opening for Ziki is not that bad. The graphics are so old. Mr. Hyperior Visor, what do you mean? You mean with the StarCraft? I mean, it's not the newest game actually, but I think the graphics are good. Like, I'm those kind of person who doesn't look at the graphics in the games. I can even play Diablo 1 when people are saying to me it's unplayable. It's impossible to play Diablo 1, and I actually can play it. Oh, Mr. Lucky Knob, Mr. Lucky Knob, I think the problem of Mr. Hyperio is that it's not perfect quality, I'm aware. But yeah, it's not the fault of the person who is watching, probably. I have socks older than those graphics. How did you get the first-person view of Zerg player? Oh, this is a thing. This is a thing of BSL. Super goes to fantastic production, and yeah, and it's working, as you can see. And this is the feature which we've added like 2 seasons ago, and I think it's pretty popular and people like that. Productions, Madaction, Mr. Raskig, Banactions. I think we will going to, yeah. Let's call the moderator. Okay, guys. 3 bases for Ziki. Exactly, look at this animated water. You can't have it in from the replay. It's being done differently. I mean, you can do it in the replay. You can right click on the player and Alt F4, yeah, of course. So it's not from the replay. You can do it in the replay, but it doesn't show this way that the clicks of the player and everything and the view of the player. It's just show the position when the screen of the player is. So Ziki is trying to hold. Oh, the 1 Zealot. He's seen the 1 Zealot, and look at that. All of those drones are not mining. This is pretty powerful. From Zhanhun to be able to apply this pressure. All of those drones are not mining for like more than 20 seconds. Oh, as you can see, yeah. Sorry for spoiling. No sound? There is sound, guys, I think. Oh, no sounds in third-person view. Yeah, it's pretty challenging. I can give you the sound, but... Okay, so the Zealots are having a pretty good value. They both will die, but I think they will be able to kill maybe like 2 more links. Okay, what's the Spire timing? Mr. Minerals, welcome! Okay, the Spire is being finished. So it's very good for Ziki that he's able to kill those Zealots, let's say, for free. Of course, it's never for free, because even if you will kill Zealots without losing anything, you still need to invest your larvas to build links instead of drones. So the Zealots, so those kind of pushes never, even if they look like they are not doing too much, they are actually doing a lot. And the pressure from Zhanhun is pretty powerful. I'm wondering if Ziki will read this, that this is the river drop. This might be this 3 Zealot drop as in the previous game, but let's see if Ziki will be able to read this and counter this display. This is a 6 hatchery already from our Zerg player, and he might want to catch this Corsair. It will be very close. Oh, 1 only, but it's good. It's good. It's encouraging you to do those kind of moves and killing the same one. This is great. Me like it. Okay, so more links, more drones, and time for the Hydras now. And I don't know what's under the... Oh, sorry guys. Let me show it to you. Look at that. This is a robotic support bay under the photos of the players. 1 second, guys. Okay, and this drop might be even intercepted by the Hydras, so Ziki is very aware of what might happen to him, but the speed for the shuttle is pretty powerful. I'm not sure if he's seen the shuttle because the links are... Oh, and there are those overloads. No! No! Don't die. Oh, no, no main. Okay, the links... Oh, this is too good. This is too good for the Protoss. Those shots. Oh, Ziki. Those kind of technical plays from the Protosses are very powerful. Obviously, I think this is the game where Ziki has the biggest chances of holding it without too big damage. Like, oh, kill this! This is pretty powerful. Ooh! Ziki, not very lucky. The main base is not mining, the overloads are dying, the river survived, so the pressure has been applied. Yeah, this is pretty powerful. And I think, yeah, Zhanhun is showing us some very nice timing and opening advantages you can gain as a Protoss. Obviously, it's a two base player, so having those two bases, like in case of when Ziki, I feel like Ziki has a really good late game, and I think he's not falling behind in any matter. Okay, those are additional cannons, which is good for Ziki, I believe, because thanks to those cannons, he should be able to... Like, it's additional 300 money, which are not zealots, but he needs to be careful because this is pretty powerful attack. But he's killing all the... This is beautiful move by Ziki, and he killed all the... He killed all the rivers, but right now he doesn't have any defense in the natural. This is a nice drone drill. He needs to buy as much time as it's possible, but all the overloads are dying. Look at how many overloads there are! And he's killing the Hydra then, so there will be no Hydra in production anymore. Very nice drone usage of Ziki. And he's trying to hold it, and maybe he will be able to hold it actually, but he's losing so many overloads. He needs to be careful. I like the fact that he split the Corsairs, the Hydras to not lose all the overload, but on the other hand, he's losing some drones in the main base. So maybe this is actually not that bad position for Ziki, but he needs to be aware that first of all he needs to rebuild the Hydras then, and second of all he needs to rebuild all those overloads, and he's losing Hydras in the main base. Okay, the overloads has been rebuilt. Ziki held it alone. He survived it. I don't know. In Polish there is the sentence "Dzięki jak skóra na kaszance," but he really survived it, like with the last possible like pick of a skin. I don't know how to say it. It was very close engagement. Okay, this Dark Templar is pretty powerful, but I think Ziki spotted it. So that's nice done. Every second matters, and I'm wondering how long until the lurker is, because the attack from Protoss is incoming. And I'm wondering how many storms there will be, and if there will be storms, or maybe there will be only rivers. Actually, it's possible that this is powerful attack from Zhanhun, and Ziki is not paying attention, he's not realizing, and there are some additional zealots. Oh, those river shots look so beautiful, this is such a nicely done. But Ziki nicely done, and intercepting this shuttle is good job, it's very good job. Those are the very valuable units, those are the key units of the Protoss army. Like, zealots are here to tank damage and to create disruption, but rivers are there to deal damage. So the question is if Ziki will realize that the drop might happen in the main base. Very quick reaction, very nice storm from the Zhanhun. Very good harassment from the Chinese Protoss. Like, as I said to you guys, he likes to play on two bases, but he's doing it perfectly. Like, he's applying so much pressure. I really like this harassment. This is a little bit innovative play, because we are getting used to players who are playing in a very similar fashion, in a very similar way, but those kind of plays are not very often seen in our foreigner scene. So I like the fact that we are having a little bit mix up of everything, and like, being known as a player who is constantly harassing you. Oh, that was so close to intercept this shuttle. But he did it. Ziki did it. He intercepted this shuttle. He's securing 4th base, but Zhanhun is securing his 3rd base. And we need to remember that during the game on Eclipse, it was a longer game, and it will work very well for Zhanhun. So he also knows how to play a longer game. Mr. Steve Young, welcome, and thank you for the host. Guys, if you would like to us to create this second version of this Showmatch, for example, it will be maybe best 3 North American players or South American players. We need to have some funds to do it, because it's outside of the BSL 13 budget. So here is a donation goal, BSL versus China 2nd edition. This edition is sponsored by Mr. Uncle Toss, but next edition should be sponsored by us. So yeah, this is what I need to remind you guys about. Okay, nice engagement from Ziki, killing those dragoons. I'm wondering what one are the upgrades. And this is very powerful attack. Very nice storms, and I don't see too much, but I think Ziki doesn't have enough, right? Yeah, I think this is it. I think this is GG from Mr. Ziki.